Some people don't feel excitement when they add more to their lives. They feel it when they remove things. A drawer finally empty, a calendar with space, a room that breathes. Where others see lack, they feel relief. And that pull toward minimalism isn't about design, trends, or discipline. It starts in the mind. Minimalism attracts certain people because their brains react strongly to excess, not just physical clutter, but mental clutter. Too many objects, too many choices, too many unfinished things quietly asking for attention. Each one creates a small psychological demand. Most people tune it out. Some can't. These people tend to notice how noise affects their thinking, how clutter makes them restless, how too many options create tension instead of freedom. Their minds don't relax in crowded environments, even when nothing is actively wrong, so they instinctively simplify. Psychologically, this comes down to how the brain handles stimulation. Some nervous systems thrive on abundance and variety. Others function best with fewer inputs. When stimulation exceeds a certain threshold, focus drops, stress rises, and decision-making weakens. Minimalism lowers that threshold back to a comfortable level. That's why fewer choices often feel better than more. It's not limitation, it's relief from constant evaluation. People drawn to minimalism also tend to be less motivated by external validation. They don't get much emotional reward from owning things for appearance or status. What matters more to them is internal consistency. Does this object serve a purpose? Does it align with how I want to live? If not, it feels intrusive. This is why minimalism often feels deeply personal. Removing things isn't just cleaning, it's editing identity, letting go of objects tied to old goals, old versions of the self, old expectations. The space that remains isn't empty, it's intentional. Attention plays a huge role here. Many minimalists value depth. They want to fully engage with what's in front of them without competing distractions. One task at a time, one experience at a time. A simpler environment supports that by protecting attention from fragmentation. When surroundings are uncluttered, the brain spends less energy filtering. Focus becomes easier. Presence becomes natural. There's also a subtle emotional regulation effect. A simplified space reduces background stress, fewer reminders of obligations, fewer visual signals that something needs to be done. The nervous system stays calmer because it isn't constantly scanning for problems to manage. This is why minimal environments often feel peaceful, even when nothing special is happening. The absence of excess lowers internal pressure. Minimalism also attracts people who think long-term. Instead of focusing on the immediate pleasure of acquiring something, they intuitively consider the future cost, storage, maintenance, attention, responsibility. Ownership feels heavy to them unless it clearly adds value, so choosing less feels protective, not restrictive. For many, minimalism becomes a way to regain control. When life feels unpredictable or overwhelming, simplifying what you can control creates stability. Your space becomes a reliable environment. That reliability reduces anxiety. There's a misconception that minimalism is about self-denial or strict rules. Psychologically, it's often about reducing friction. When your environment matches your priorities, daily life requires less effort, fewer decisions, fewer distractions, fewer internal conflicts. People drawn to minimalism aren't detached from emotion. Many are highly sensitive, reflective, and aware. That depth is exactly why excess feels so draining. They experience stimulation fully, which makes boundaries necessary. Minimalism isn't about having nothing, it's about removing what competes with clarity. At its core, the psychology of minimalism is about alignment between environment and values, between attention and intention, between how the mind works and how life is structured. For these people, less doesn't feel like loss. It feels like space to think, breathe, and live more deliberately.